upload it for everybody else. There we go. Okay, we're recording. We are just going to talk a little bit about what's coming up, answer any questions for this month. We know summer's hard, so it's hit and miss with a lot of you guys, which is totally fine. But we want to make sure that we're staying consistent and you guys are getting the info that you need because it's important, and we know that being consistent is like the thing. That's what makes this business work. So there are some huge things coming next month, and I want you guys to kind of I want everyone to be prepared before then so that next month can be awesome and that we can do really well this month too. So I don't want you guys to skip this month. That's why there's so many deals and specials this month, so that you can get as many people started with what we already have that we know works. But then launches are coming, and there's big things that they're trying to do to make it even easier for us as coaches to have more tools and things accessible to us. That's honestly why I love this company. I love the fact that they send out questionnaires. They are always asking coaches what are you guys missing? What can we do to make your job easier? What's working? What's not working? They're so good about that. And I have continuously seen this business grow over the few years that we've done this. And you guys seriously that are coming in now have no idea, honestly, how much they've changed to make this business work for us as coaches. Because when I first came in, I was so excited about being a coach. And don't get me wrong, but it was a whole different ballgame. The accessibility that we have to give to people now and the tools that we have to give to people now, nothing compared to what it was before. I mean, we always had nutrition meal plan and community. It's always been the same, I don't know how to say that. They've always known what works, the solution that works. We've always had everything together. But the fact that they've made it so simple for everyone now to have is crazy amazing. It just makes it so much easier for me personally to sell. I remember when they made that switch and they were like, okay, everything's here. You're going to have everything for a full year and all of that stuff. And I was just like, oh my heck, if I'd have gotten that when I first started as a coach instead of just the DVDs and the programs in there. And they didn't have the challenge tracker. We used to run our challenge groups on Facebook on our own. It's been so awesome to watch them see what we've been using and utilizing and just try and keep making that simpler for us. So I'm excited. So if you guys don't know, Miracle Morning's coming out, which is going to be awesome. Any of you guys who were with us last year when 80 Day Obsession launched know how big those huge programs can be with big commitment levels and phases, because people like a challenge and people like knowing that you're going to be in with them from day 1 to day 100. They like having a solid plan, and they like having it broken up into, those 3-week increments. That's why 3-week, that's why 21 Day Fix is so solid, because people like having a quick, turnaround. But then people fall off, and that was the hard thing with 21 Day Fix, is we had to keep plugging them in. Okay, keep going. What's next? But with something like this is what's going to be so cool about Miracle Morning. Morning Meltdown is the fact that they have 5 different phases. So every 20 days is a new phase, and so we get to see the before and after of the first 20 days and the before and after of the first 40 days and 60 days, and things change with that. The other thing that she talked about that's really cool with this program is there's so much variety. So it's not one of those programs where people are going to get super bored or get sick of stuff. I love that. If you've ever worked out with her before, she's got tons of energy, and she does have a lot of modalities. And so that's what's going to make this really cool, is that it is so versatile. And the fact that there's 2 modifiers in this program. So literally, if you're in peak physical condition, then you go all out and you'll be good. If you're starting from scratch, they've got a bare bones, basic level modifier for you too. So it really is one of those programs that almost anyone could jump into. And she even said there was a pregnancy, like that it was okay for people that were in pregnancy. So it's gonna be awesome. And then if you don't know, let's see, the other things that are coming out in July, the workout wear is gonna be launching at Summit. So that will be cool. We already have like workout clothes. I'm sure you guys have seen some of that. But we're actually launching like an actual apparel line, which will be great because we can actually get volume as coaches and sales and commissions off of those as well. So that's just another thing that makes it awesome to be a coach, because you get the coach discount. So that's a good sale for anyone who loves Shakeology and wants to get discounts on other stuff as well. But it just gives us a whole nother opportunity to tie in what we do for people who want more. Because I don't know about you guys, but I get DMs in my Instagram all the time about what are your favorite workout pants? What are those? Like all the time. So it'll be nice to have that option as well, because I've sent people a lot of places, which is fine. I love supporting other businesses too. Okay, so what does that mean for this month? For me, my goal was I need to hit Success Club 10 before I can focus on Morning Meltdown. That's just my personal goal, because I don't want to take away from this month before I start talking more and focusing on that, especially since I just feel like I don't want to lose people and we still have some time before everyone's going to be in that. So I'm focusing right now on hitting my Success Club goals this month. So for me, that's meant checking in with anyone and everyone who's wanted to commit but hasn't quite been ready, especially with the sale, because I feel like there's nothing to lose. They've got 100% money back guarantee and it's on sale. So there's that. Our challenge group is great. What I'm going to do personally is I think I should have some new challengers by tonight, crossing my fingers that those go through. What my plan is to just make them just like I do with coaches. I'm going to just make a quick little welcome these new challengers into our challenge group, just so they feel like that added energy and people welcome them. And then we'll just, I have a little welcome message, and I think I put that in our chat before, where I tell them how to find everything and how our challenge tracker works and stuff like that. I can resend that if you guys don't have it. So it should be a really smooth transition. They'll be fine jumping in there, and then they can be Challenger of the Week too. So super, super easy. If you guys personally have challengers in there, even if you don't, I hope you guys are checking into a challenge group and being consistent on your journey. That's always number one. That's the number one goal of being a coach. Pick a program, go through it, be in a challenge group. I know a lot of us do other things. My first year as a coach, I was doing other workout programs before I started. Not programs really, but I was working out elsewhere. So what I did was, because I was training for half marathon at the time, and I'm training again, like that's something that really speaks to me, and I want to make sure that I'm doing that. So that I picked a program that paired well with that, and I cross-trained with it. So I did the whole program, start to finish. That's always the goal. You want to do programs start to finish so that you can actually speak to what the program does when people talk to you about it, because otherwise you're just like, we all know we have solid programs, right? We all know that the workouts are great. There's tons of variety. There's lots of things, but you want to know what the program does from start to finish. So what I did was I did PiYo, because I knew that that was a good cross-training program. And I ran every other day, and I did PiYo every other day, but I did the full thing. I made sure I finished the program, followed it on the days that it said, like in the order that it was supposed to be followed. Does that make sense? And then I had that to talk about. I had my cross-training experience to talk about, how it affected my marathon to talk about, like all of that. So you want that experience. So I hope you guys are making sure that you do that. Okay. Let me think what else. Any other questions, you guys? It's so weird when everyone's quiet, but I want to make sure that we answer all of these questions for next month and get this month solid for everyone too. I am, if I do hit Success Club soon, then my plan is to do a free group. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a full week or just a few days, just so that I can give people a good look at what we have to offer, let them try the free trial, and then offer them the opportunity to upgrade and all of that. So if you guys want to participate in that, you're totally welcome to. What was that? If someone's on the fence about joining as a coach, what's the selling point that you usually bring up? So it kind of depends on what their draw is to coaching. So some people are really like, I want to coach because of the discount. I want to coach because it will keep me consistent. I want the community. You kind of have to really figure out what their draw is and what they're on the fence about. If it's just like they're nervous about themselves, which I feel like is usually the thing, I just talk to them about like that there's no like, if it's something that's calling your name and fear is the only thing that's holding you back, I'm not going to pull you into this, but I don't want you to regret not taking the opportunity to see what it can do for you, really. I think it's really harder when you're in the beginning stages of being a coach because you can't quite speak to everything that this business can do yet. And so it's harder to have that confidence in what this can do. But end of the day, always is, look, there's a 100% money back guarantee. Give it 6 months, see what it can do for you, go 100% in. And honestly, what do you have to lose? At the very least, you'll get very fit and you'll have your own awesome journey. So I don't know if you have more, like, if you know more, maybe you need to ask her more questions to see, or him. We have some awesome, solid guys on our team too, what their reservations are. Okay. Any other questions? Do you have questions? Do you want to set one up? Oh, okay. I'm excited for Summit. I'm gonna miss some of you. It's gonna be fun. You guys can come visit. I'm not even joking. Jackson's gonna be gone with my dad for like a 10-day trip, and I'm kind of freaking out about it. I'm like, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, this is so weird. So I'm like, everyone come visit me. We'll go to a show. There's lots of places to hike. It's cool, guys, if you want to come visit.
You can sleep in his bed.
You can sleep in his bed. It's gonna be so weird. Oh. Oh, that's the other thing about Morning Meltdown too. You guys, it's gonna be so awesome. That's why I'm like, I gotta hit Success Club right now so I can start like planning like crazy for it and giving you guys tons of tools. Because it's just like every phase is a new opportunity to invite people. So like you can share your first phase results and then start people on phase 1 while you're starting phase 2. Like they just set it up so well. We already have a Team Inspiration Instagram info page that we're setting up for everyone right now. So like we can just talk about it in our stories, and then everyone that wants more info can just ask for that Instagram handle, and then we can send them over there. And then all you guys will have to do really is just keep track of them and keep checking in. And then I think I'm gonna set up a like a little form basically for them to fill out for what they want if they're ready to join. So that really all we have to do when it launches is send them the link. So it should be really smooth process, which is good. And it's limited equipment, which is nice too. It's just weights, I believe she said. So that will be nice. And I'm excited for the book. Did you guys see that? It's going to be so pretty. Okay. Oh, and the coach window. So that thing too, like that's another opportunity for like people who are like, I want to get started right now. We as coaches get early access to the program. We get a full 10 days of workouts, and we get to purchase our stuff 2 weeks earlier than everyone else. So that would be nice. All right, you guys are quiet. Let me see what other stuff I had that I needed to go over. Oh yeah, is anyone else having Instagram issues with the whole turnover thing that they're doing right now? I don't know if it would affect you guys as much as it's affecting some of us. No? Okay. Just checking. I'm on day like 7 of not being able to follow people, so that's been fun. But we're figuring it out. This is why we do lots of things too. Like Facebook has been so solid for me right now, which is great. I'm still getting Instagram people too, but no new people really. At least not through follows. Okay. So anyone having, I know we talked a little bit before about posting, and like, honestly, it's one of those things that you just get better at as you are consistent with it. Hopefully you guys are following the tracker. I'm telling you guys, the thing is life. Like at least one post a day. And I don't know about, my schedule is inconsistent. So sometimes, some days I have like lots of time to work on the business, and sometimes I have like an hour. So knowing that, I try and like have a handful of things that I'm like, okay, I can just hurry and post this if I don't have time to do a big post or whatever. So be prepared for those things. But like we said, people are attracted to your story. They want to know, like there's so many different ways to lose weight, and we know like 1,000 of them are not healthy, but people want quick and fast, and there's just a lot in everybody's face right now. So they want to know your experience with what you do, and they want to know like what they're going to have to do. They want to know like your results. They want to see and hear your story. And so it's just something to remember, because my first year as a coach, I think I remember just always posting like, come join PIO with me, or like even just like, I think I even just like showed the program picture or something, whatever, because you know in the back office you can get all of like the promo pictures. And while that will work, I just feel like I get so many more solid people when I talk about my experience and what it does for me, and even just like little things, than when I talk about the program in and of itself, or if I just talk about working out or whatever, because they're all just like, we know you work out. Like we want to know why. We want to know what it's done for you. We want to know how fast it is. We want to know if we can actually do it. We want to know, like, you know, those are the things that people want to know. So remembering to talk about that stuff too. Another tip that I want you guys just to be aware of. So Instagram moves like super fast. Yeah. Like everyone just, it's all about like eye-catching stuff really quickly. And we all know before and afters get a ton of attention, because they're just, people automatically are going to just look at a before and after. So we talked a little bit before about doing before and afters differently, like showing your arms or showing your face or showing your leg or whatever. And it doesn't have to be like big transformations. I want you guys to remember that. Like, even if you're just like, oh, look, a new baby muscle, I can see whatever from week 1 to week 2, like show those things, or like your back or whatever. But something that I've been trying because of, I think it was Kate Schultz and a couple other people, Ashley McClellan, told me that they try and always have a transformation picture in those first 3 lines of Instagram, so that when somebody comes to your page, they're gonna see that you have an opportunity and that you do transformation pictures, and then talk about your life with the other stuff. So that's fairly often that you're gonna have to post a transformation picture, but I get tons of likes and comments on those things. And so that gives me something to invite from and gets me an opportunity to talk to more people. So just something to maybe try and consider and be aware of.
Back when I was inviting less than I do now, like there was a while there I was just inviting once or twice a week just from my transformation posts. And it was pretty solid for me for quite a while until I felt like I needed to do more invites than that, because it was kind of the same people. But that's a solid post to invite from. So if you're not doing that, do.
Yeah. It's an easy way to invite from too, because they like,
so easy.
Yeah, you know that they're watching your stuff, they're interested in what you did. And even if they're not interested in a group, they're interested in you. And so like it's a good conversation.
Yeah. That's probably what took the pressure off with inviting for me the most, because I could just say thank you for liking my post and
support me, whatever. Yeah.
And are you interested? Either way, thanks so much for the support. Like, easiest invite ever.
Yeah. And I didn't have I do have a transformation, obviously, but when I started coaching, I had already lost a lot of weight, so I wasn't like having a massive transformation. But I did talk a lot, I did show a lot of pictures of how where you could obviously tell how I felt previous to when I was doing what I was doing. So then you could see it in my face, I would talk a little bit about that. And I did share muscle pictures, because while I was working out before, I wasn't doing a program from start to finish. And so I could see little definition wins here and there. And so I took lots of pictures. So I had those to share. And hopefully you guys have. So the reason I do free groups after I invite to a group, somebody asked me that earlier, is because that gives me a huge list of people that I know are interested in joining a challenge group, but not ready to commit yet. So the free group is a solid option for all of those people. And those people are more likely to upgrade when they see what we actually have to offer. So that's why I try and hit Success Club first, and then I'm I know I need more people and I need more conversations and things are kind of stale, so I'm going to do a free group or something like that. So that's why my plan is to hit that first and then move to free group. I've actually signed quite a few coaches through free groups before too. So just interesting, because I think sometimes people don't realize all that we have in there. And so then when they join a free group, they're like, oh, okay, this is not as complicated as I thought it would be. And everybody's got the posting calendar, yeah? Okay, good, because that's the thing, those are the things that it's super frustrating, because everybody, when you can go scroll through my feed if you want to see proof of this, but if I post about Jackson, or I post about something funny Matt did, or I post about Ninja, or like a win there, there's going to be like a bajillion comments. And then as soon as I post like a coach opportunity post or anything, automatically the likes and stuff are going to go down. That's normal for everyone. So I don't want you guys to get discouraged by that. That's why we post a lot, because those people always end up in my inbox. They don't end up on my feed. They always end up in my inbox. I don't know why. I think it just makes people more comfortable, because it is a little scary to be like, this is something that intrigues me. This is something I want to try. Like, it's a scary thing to do something new. And so a lot of those people they just end up in my inbox. So still, it's all about consistency. That's why you keep talking about it and you keep talking about the different things that you do. But I try and mention coaching at least 2 to 3 times a week. Like, it's not always a join my team thing, but it's like, this is coming up and I'm excited about it. And I get to see one of my coach friends this week, because community is huge for me. I don't know if you guys listened to that call that Julie did, but she talked a lot about that too. Like, if you think somebody won't be a coach because they already have the money, then you're missing the community aspect. And if you think somebody won't become a coach because they already have community, then you're missing the fact that they might need the income. Or if you think somebody might not coach because they don't like health and fitness, like that, those are the things that you need to remember, that coaching encompasses a lot of things for a lot of different people. And there are so many different reasons that people join. And I know it's super easy to just assume that it's an income thing, but it's not always an income thing. Like, community was a huge, huge part of this for me. And just the opportunity to, I really like the opportunity to grow something, like the recognition and leadership opportunities here totally spoke to me. So you just can't forget that there's just a lot of aspects to it. So that's why I always write down the things that like intrigue me or that would excite me, like travel, things like that, that I was like, I rarely did that before coaching, and I really wanted more of that. I still want more of that. So I talk about it. Okay, I want to keep you guys all night, but I want to make sure you guys have all the info that you want and any help that you need to. I know that there's probably like lots of tools and things that you guys might not be aware of that you have, or anything like that. So any questions, just, no, everyone's good. Oh my gosh, Camilla, she's so cute. She's like dead asleep on you. It's so cute. Those cheeks are killing me. Oh, I missed that stage. Okay. All right, you guys. Okay, well, I will roll out all the morning meltdown stuff as it comes. But like I said, I really want you guys to focus on hitting Success Club before you start stressing about that. And I promise we'll talk about it, and we want to hit this launch hard, because I want you guys to see that blow up. Like, it really, really can skyrocket your business to have everyone doing a program together and to feed off of that FOMO launch mentality and to keep feeding off of that. We talked about this before. If you know Emily from her 80-day obsession thing, her first, I don't know what, your first half results, then you had tons of people come even after that to start 80-day obsession because they watched your first half of your journey or whatever. So that's why I'm saying, like, the phases are super important. It's something that you can feed off of for months. And so, yeah, go ahead.
80-day obsession is still helping me because I loved it so much. I dug in and really got great results from it the first time, and it's still paying dividends for me. And I think, and I'm doing it right now again, and I think it'll be a great lead into Morning Meltdown 100, because the things that I love about it, some of them are things that apply. So long programs are awesome. And
See, and I love that you're speaking to that and that you know that you love that, because you're going to find your people who are so into this by doing that. So,
and even if you're not a long program person, the principle applies. Find the things that you love about the program. Like, don't just not do it if you're like, oh, this isn't my thing or whatever. Don't discount it because of that, because you can find the things that you love about any program. You'll always have your favorites, but there's something to love about this one, I think. So.
Well, I really like this one, honestly, guys. I'm not even joking. I really think it's going to be solid for so many people, because they are focusing on the mindset aspect almost for us. So, like, our coach is going to be so lead into coaching with that B100 book that we're making, with like daily activities and stuff for people to do to focus on bettering themselves, not just like their health and fitness.
I love it.
That's going to be super helpful for us as coaches. They're 20 to 30-minute workouts, so again, it's not like a huge part of people's day. They've made it really fun.
You can have a creamy.
There's just
go eat them on the
so many
gazebo.
things that are going to make
Go eat
this
them on the gazebo, and then we'll go and
use for
sorry.
for months. So dig in. And like the music aspect, so many people are like, oh, I need music with my workouts. Like, that's a huge part of this program. So that will be something to speak to as well. So lots. And they've set it up so like we can set people up with the right nutrition and stuff too. So that's why I'm gonna probably do a form, because it's the first program where they're gonna have like simple nutrition aspects that go with the program itself, but then they have container counts for Ultimate Portion Fix figured out for the program as well, and they also have the 2B like calorie bracket info set up for this program too. So like it's really like pick and choose what nutrition program is going to work for you, like based on how you handle like it. Just they've set it up really well for us, so should be really good. I'm excited. Okay, well, everyone good then? No more questions? You guys are awesome. Everyone started out June really well so far, so I'm excited to do shout outs on Thursday. It's like my favorite part. Okay. Well, if you guys are good, then I will just end it so you guys can get back to life. And we will keep chatting in the group and hopefully keep rocking it out, yeah? Okay. Have a good week, guys. Bye.